Who the F did I raise age 16? For those of you who are new here, my name is Yushima Cherry Burks, and I'm sharing my experience with our son, Mikey, who is neurodivergent, but he also has several different diagnoses, which makes him very dangerous. Mikey is now 18, but today I'm going to talk about our experience when he was 16 years old. At this time, we continued to visit him in the facility, which he had been in since he was 14 years old, for trying to kill us by poisoning us. He planned on stabbing us and cutting off our heads, decapitating us, set the house on fire, and jumped out of the second-story window on more than one occasion. Our lives had changed so drastically that it was during this time that I realized all the things that I was missing out on by not just having a normal relationship with my son. I was always happy to hear my friends talk about their experiences with their normal children, right? Normal children. And they would tell me about their children doing childish things. Of course, their teenagers had regular hormonal outbursts and they got on their last nerves, but I wanted that. I longed for that experience with Mikey because everything in our home with Mikey had been so drastic and so dangerous that I would have loved to have experienced some of these normal things that my friends complained about on a regular basis. And it's not to take away their experience. Their experience is their experience, but I would have given a leg for that. Well, now I have Jack, who's 11, and I must say that I'm enjoying every moment. It's just ushy-cushy of watching him grow and learn. I welcome his attitudes. I've even come to look forward to his teenage years when he would be hormonal and grumpy and dating and all the things. But with Mikey, my firstborn son, there's a list of things I wish I could have experienced with him. And at the end of this list, you'll see a video of us shopping again, which is what we did when we went to visit him in the facilities. It was very limited. We would go to the movies, we would go shopping, and go get something to eat usually. Okay, number one, playing sports or watching him watch sports, right? Hosting sports day with his friends. I would have loved to have experienced something like that with Mikey. Number two, video games. Gaming is a huge pastime with teenagers. I would have loved to have experienced the games that I bought for Mikey on a regular basis, but I couldn't because he was in a facility. Even though I bought him games and PCs and stuff, I never got to experience it with him. Number three, hobbies. These hobbies can range from music, playing an instrument, just listening to music, drawing, painting, digital art, building models, collecting items like trading cards or comic books. He loved Pokemon, and I would always buy him Pokemon cards, but I never got to experience that with him. Number four, socializing. Because he was who he was, he never had any friends, but I would have loved to have seen him in that environment. Number five, school. Balancing academics and extracurricular activities, as well as preparing for the future, would have been something I would have gotten a kick out of, just watching him grow there. Number six, exploring his interests. Watching him try new things, explore careers, developing personal skills and talents, I would have eaten that up. Number seven, outdoor activities. Mikey loved to run away. He thought he was going to be an outdoorsman, right? I would have loved to have gone camping with him or taken him on hikes and different things, but we couldn't do it because he was always running away and trying to harm us. Number eight, watching him get a part-time job or helping him get a part-time job, helping him build his first little resume, right? Taking him to work, complaining about it, picking him up after school to take him to work. Number nine, volunteering. Watching him give back to the community through volunteering or community service would have been another big thing I would have encouraged him to do. Number 10, technology. Just exploring and using the latest gadgets, techware, software. He was always asking me for things and I would get it for him, but I never got to experience him experiencing those things, if that makes any sense. So while he may have had a video game, I wasn't sitting there watching him. He loved coding, so I bought him coding books and computers so he can learn how to code, and I never got to watch him do that. I didn't get to experience those things with him because he was in a facility. Number 11, even just watching him with his brother Jack, right, in a normal way, not watching him trying to harm Jack in some way, not walking in on him choking him out, not walking in on him putting a pillow over his head, but just walking in on them playing video games together, or him teaching him something, or Jack going to him for advice. Mikey would have been 16 giving his little brother advice about whatever, how to get over on us. I don't know, whatever a 16-year-old would tell his little brother. I longed for those things because Mikey never allowed us the opportunity to experience those things. And I have to think that he was missing out on some of those things as well. I'm sure he didn't want to be in a position where he couldn't enjoy his life like a normal teenager. Then again, he had an opportunity to enjoy his life like a normal teenager and he chose not to. He never really seemed sad about his situations, right? Even now, he doesn't seem remorseful. He's not sad about it. He doesn't regret anything. He's just very accepting and he finds a way to enjoy his life regardless. I wish I could say the same for me. While I've come to terms with the fact that our relationship just isn't normal, right? I'm not going to experience these things with him. I do hold out a hope that he will find some type of normalcy in his day-to-day life in a way that allows him to be stable and caring in a way that helps him to build relationships with others and find community with others. That is something that I hope for him now that he's 18. But at 16, I really did mourn what could have been. And I think I had mourned what could have been at every age since he turned 8 and started having these behaviors, which I think is pretty normal for a person in our situation. Just learning how to navigate the terrain that feels like landmines everywhere, right? It was a daunting experience that I wrote about in my book, Picking Up the Pieces to 100 Broken Promises. Check it out. It's by Yushima Cherry Burks. It's in every major bookstore. There's an Audible version as well as a Kindle version. And again, it's in every major bookstore. It's even on Amazon.com. So check out Picking Up the Pieces to 100 Broken Promises, where we talk about ways that we navigated these landmines with Mikey, as well as some of my decisions, things that I've done, my relationship with my parents and how it impacted our relationship with Mikey, different things that I've experienced with my other child, and ways that we've come together and grown apart. It's a very vulnerable, eye-opening, unbelievable story, but I'm still here, and I've survived 100% of my worst days. And since I've been talking to people who are feeling like they no longer want to be here, I want to encourage you, if you've ever had that thought, to hold on. Things will get better. It may not seem like it now because you may be in the thick of it, but hold on. Things do get better. That's my 2 cents. Take it or leave it, it's free. Let me see you.
There's also this one.
No, row 2.
Hey, there's also this one. What's the picture on that one?
That's good. It's winter
That
time.
one's got dirty on it. That's dirty. Choose a different one. There's also this one.
You like this one?
Yep.
Smile. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Oh, wait.
Cheese.
Okay. Pick your shampoo.
Oh, shampoo.
It's not too warm outside.
Shampoo.